Hello, world. This is Morty and Ant, and you're here with Seriously Black, the Harry Potter experience. Back again for episode 8. How are you doing, brother?
What's going on, family?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. So we're gonna jump into it. This is you know, an awesome chapter right here. One of my favorite in the first book. Um, a lot of hidden nuggets within this one too, for sure. Lots to discuss. Introductions to lots of characters. So this is gonna be a good one. But let's start with the weekly profit. Just wanted to know your thoughts on this one. I don't know if you've heard about this, but the rumors are that the show, Harry Potter show, will have a narrator. You know,
I saw that was a rumor, but I think HBO said there won't be a narrator.
interesting. Okay, yeah, I saw that one. But if there could be a narrator, who did you think would be a perfect person to do it? You know, whether it be a new generation person or older generation person, who do you think would be a great voice? Give me
I
a
mean,
couple.
the question is who's the voice that is like what's the perspective of the narrator? I mean, not that it would be in character, but like you know, there isn't really a voice or someone's perspective that Harry Potter's from. I mean, Harry's the main character, obviously. So I think it would be a little strange to have a narrator, especially being that the story wasn't written, the original story wasn't written that way. I mean, you just talking about a voiceover. So just go to all the classic voiceover folks. English voiceover, Jim Dale. I
Mhm.
mean,
The God.
yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Awesome. So let's jump into the weekly profit.
We just did
Um,
the weekly profit.
I'm not. I'm bugging. Um, I'm sorry. Fact or cat?
All right.
Fact or cat? My favorite segment on the show. All right, so I think I got some good ones this time.
All right,
Let's
let's
see.
see.
All right. So all right, fact or cap? So we'll lay down the information. Let me know what you think. Luna Lovegood is a maledictus and was destined to transform into a wolf. Okay, hear me out here. All right. For those who don't know, a maledictus is a witch or wizard cursed to eventually transform permanently into an animal. The transformation is caused by a blood curse passed down from mother to daughter or father to son or something of that nature. Like Nagini, who eventually became a snake. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. Reasons why they think that Luna is going to transform into a wolf. The one, mother died to a spell going wrong. Reason being, people are thinking that maybe she killed herself experimenting with uncharted magic and things went wrong when trying to cure herself with the blood curse. Two, canon that is considered fact that a blood curse, I'm sorry, could be passed down from mother to daughter. Um, three, her name, um, like Sirius, is named after a constellation of a dog. Um, Nagini, a creature in Indian folklore, can transform from a woman to cobra. So there is constellation connection with the names. Luna is derived from the Latin word moon. Clear connection with lunar cycles and wolves. Um, Also, names of children. Lysander and Lycan, Loken, combined, you get Lycan, which is another name for wolf. Fact or cat?
Cap. I
Ruthless.
don't even know why you. I don't even know why you did all of that.
Ruthless.
Cap. I don't know who's writing these. It's probably the guys who finished off Game of Thrones who's writing these fan theories. Cap. First, I think that she's not a wolf. I think she would know it if she was a wolf. Somebody would have said it.
Mhm.
Um, it's just not. This is not a super well fleshed out. This is somebody who's bored in their house and don't really have a lot of time to do anything else.
Mhm.
For sure, we gotta make a category for that. This is just one of those who just next.
Okay. Okay. Another one. Okay. Theory: the Sorting Hat wasn't neutral and didn't push towards its pure mission. Due to Godric Gryffindor putting a loophole in the hat and diluting the selection. Okay. Knowing the goal of Slytherin, his insistence on pure blood being at the forefront of his house, that will obviously sway his percentages. Godric knew this would potentially cut at least 25% of entrants because obviously in his house, he wouldn't want any people that weren't pure blood.
Mm-hmm.
Now you have be pure blood to be qualified for his region. Okay. Some thoughts about it. Um,
Wait, hold on. So what's the theory?
the theory is that the hat is been
Tainted like
tainted by Godric Gryffindor to not properly sort people in the houses.
to not properly sort people in the houses.
In particular, the Slytherin house.
So it would. All right, I'm just a little confused.
Okay.
What is it doing that it shouldn't be doing in relation to the Slytherin house?
Well, the theory is that because, obviously when they sat down and they created the hat, they obviously all give their own characteristics and things like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
One of the pivotal features for Slytherin was pure blood.
Yeah.
Now,
But I don't necessarily think that every Slytherin is pure blood.
mhm,
I,
mhm,
I
yeah,
think I think
mhm,
that I think that I
mhm,
mean if that I mean and there's also many pure bloods who are not in Slytherin too.
yeah. Well,
So,
it's a part of the theory. Um, and like you said, there are people that aren't pure bloods. You
mm-hmm.
have Voldemort, we have Sirius, we have Umbridge, I think is not pure blood too. They're half bloods. So why, right?
Mm-hmm.
There is a belief that the hat has been tainted due to Godric Gryffindor, and that he has put a loophole in the hat in regards to selection. And over the course of time, the loophole allowed for values and beliefs to change. And as a result, the hat had to evolve within it. It was very concrete in the beginning, excuse me, and over the course of time, it had to mold and adapt to the times. This is a loophole put in the hat by Godric Gryffindor, which is why we see half bloods in, Slytherin, which was never the
Okay.
case. Fact, cap, is it possible? What do you think?
I could go with that. I could go with the idea that maybe not necessarily that Godric himself was like, all right, let me slip this in, but I can go with the idea that the Sorting Hat was kind of like an AI, like they taught it to learn and to adjust and things. I mean, it writes a new song every year,
Mm-hmm.
so we know that this is one of those magically intelligent items that can
Evolve.
think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. As far as like the idea that Slytherin, well, this would be a targeted approach to what was going on with Salazar. I got a little theory. I always thought that Salazar, because I mean he's obviously a talented wizard,
Mm-hmm.
but Salazar was a little too heavy. Like he was a little too heavy on the pure blood thing. Like he was a
Mm-hmm.
little too. Like he was delineating
Mm-hmm.
from his own from the magical
Yeah.
within the magical community. Like he had a real problem with muggle borns, and I would assume on some level muggle like
Mm-hmm.
did he get touched by a muggle or something growing up? Like
Who hurt him?
I'm just saying, like that's how it comes off. Like Sal, like, and I feel like Godric would have been like, "Hey, Sal's like, cool out, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
like
come on,
it
man.
ain't that deep.
It ain't that's talent right there. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? You gotta
Mm-hmm.
you gotta respect the talent. So
Mm-hmm.
I I think that I could go fact on this that the founders gave the Sorting Hat some leeway to change over time. I mean, I had to believe that the founders were intelligent enough to recognize that times will change.
Mhm.
So I can go. I'm cool with a fact on that.
All right. Guys, listen, that's the first fact I think I've heard in about a month. I'll
No,
take what I can
you
get.
had. I gave the fact on the Lupin.
Yes,
I
yes,
gave the
yes.
fact on the Lupin.
Mm.
Uh,
Uh,
and Snape. Sectum Sempra.
yeah. Oh, yeah, that was it too. So,
Yeah.
okay, yeah. Okay, okay. Better second one. Better second one this time. First one kind
Yeah.
of
The first one. Dude,
foo
that.
foo. Hey, man, take what you can get. It's hard
I
times out in these
wish.
streets.
I wish that first one was here right now. I would vanish it with a vanishing spell. What's the vanishing spell? Anybody know the vanishing spell?
Yeah. Leave a comment. Vanishing spell. For sure. For sure. For sure. All right. So, chapter 8. Let's dive into it. So much to discuss in this one. Titled The Potions Master.
Mm-hmm.
This is when we get our not heavy, but we get our not full, but a strong introduction to Snape.
Mm-hmm. Well,
You know,
we learn Snape is petty wop.
And I'm here for it.
Snape petty. I was going over this chapter. I'm like, yo, this is
Snape is a hero we needed.
Listen, when you set up the scenario, Snape looking at it like, I mean, Snape doesn't really have a reason to dislike Harry, aside from the fact that he didn't get along with Harry's father.
Mm-hmm.
So, but at the same time, you got to think about it like this man.
How deep is the hatred, though?
I'm just saying, this man Snape been. He went through school, I guess a little bit of time after school. Then Harry's showing up 11 years old. This man, he like 20 years in on this hate. The first thing he had ready for Harry was some smoke. About to embarrass. He's bullying Harry. About to embarrass this little boy in front of all his friends.
Constituents.
Like, I'm picking on him.
So you don't think, and I've been a teacher, and I've seen, people that had kids and their kids are now in school and you're teaching their kids.
Yeah.
You don't think that's a feasible thing that, like, your daddy used to beat me up, your daddy used to bully me, and now
I'm saying,
if I get a chance to give you a little bit of fire, you gonna get it.
What I'm saying is,
tell your daddy that
it's okay for Snape to feel how he feels.
Mm-hmm.
It's not okay for him to use that to mistreat Harry. I think that's we talked about bullying before, and bullying is part of life. And like I said, bullies teach lessons. And Harry learns a lot of lessons from Snape.
He does.
But at the same time, it still doesn't make it correct that Snape's experiences with Harry's father, and to some degree Harry's mother, give him the leeway to kind of, he's targeting Harry. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Now Harry Harry learns out of the experiences with Snape, but it's like that's a little. Now, given we know the deeper story of Snape and ultimately the things he does to help and protect Harry, his Snape's dislike towards Harry is it's definitely a little inappropriate.
Yeah.
It may not be unwarranted. I mean, he may not towards Harry, but it's perfectly reasonable to understand how Snape would be disliking of Harry. Well, that he disliked his father and that he wasn't too keen on Harry.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't. It's like I said, it's a little inappropriate. Like Snape just keep on go from the rip.
I love it. I'm here for it. Do you think Snape is the most layered character in this series?
Most layered? I mean, there's all the characters have a lot of layers to them. I wouldn't. It's for different reasons. I think Snape is the big reveal for J.K. Rowling. I think the ambiguity of Snape is meant, like, she writes it so that Snape is intentionally ambiguous in terms of, is he a good guy or a bad guy, and then you get the reveal at the end. I think he's the big reveal, But I think there's a lot of characters, especially with more and more canon information coming from J.K. Rowling after this series. There's a lot of layers to the
Mhm.
characters. I mean, McGonagall's story is pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Dumbledore, obviously. So there's a lot of. I don't want to. I would say that no one is the most layered. I
Mhm.
think that Snape's story is meant to be front and center, though. I
Mhm.
would say that.
Mhm. So tell me what your thoughts about Snape.
Snape's one of my favorite characters in fiction of all time. Not just because Alan Rickman played him so well, but because I think Snape's story, in the as it relates to the overall story about his love for Lily and how that defined so much of his life leading up to even his death about protecting Harry and this one mistake that he kind of made unknowingly. I think Snape is a very interesting character, and what I like about or why I enjoy Snape as a character so much is because at the end of the day, and he has a line in the well, there's a line in the story where he's um talking to Dumbledore, and Dumbledore's like, "Oh, do you care about Harry?"
Mhm.
And Snape's like, "No, not for the boy." And then he casts a Patronus, and it's a
Mhm.
doe, which is the same as Lily's.
Mhm.
And Dumbledore's like, "After all this time," and he
Mhm.
just says, "Always."
Mhm.
And that line defines Snape. Like his mission in life was Lily Potter
Mhm.
or Lily Evans.
Mhm.
And it's so it's so much of who and what he is and uh his sorrow for what happened and his role in it and all of that. Like it's like he was a Snape was on a one-way path the second he gave Voldemort the information about the prophecy. Like Snape was always going to die in the service of Lily. And I think that Snape is intelligent enough to know that.
Mhm.
And just the way it plays out, I think it's masterful work, and it's a very well written character
Mhm.
when you get all the information.
I think that sometimes environments can really clash and really can lead to that hatred. Um, Snape grew up poor, unhappy home. Then you got James, filthy rich, privileged,
Hmm.
nice looking guy. You know,
James was definitely James was definitely an asshole.
yeah,
like like
it's not like to me. It's like it's not understandable. I mean,
no, that's what makes the character arc so great. Is because Snape is this quasi villain for half of the story or for the throughout the story where he's not particularly well liked.
yeah.
Maybe but for Malfoy,
Hmm.
do people really show a real camaraderie or kinship towards Snape? Um he's not very well like there aren't any students, oh, Snape's is potions is my favorite subject. So there's not a lot of gravity towards him in that regard. And then even on the other side, the second mask that Snape wears, he's not very well liked amongst the Death Eaters. None of them really trust him.
Hmm.
Um, so I can imagine it being like a very lonely world for Snape.
Hmm.
And given his upbringing and really throughout his life, Lily being probably one of the few bright spots of his life. So and then losing that. So like I just like Snape being 10 toes down on the mission
Hmm.
and him really he really for the most part, Snape don't really got much else going for him but this mission.
Hmm.
Um so
It's quite the mission, though.
it's a mission, but what I'm saying is like he don't got no real reason to dislike Voldemort that except for the fact that
Hmm.
Voldemort took out his shorty. So I say all that to say that Snape is a true soldier. Like
Mhm,
Snape, you definitely want Snape on your side.
mhm.
His skill set
Undeniable.
is up there. He's on the Mount Rushmore of of wizards in the series.
Mhm,
He's definitely got the tools in his bag to be anything and do anything. And what he chose to be was 10 toes down for
mhm.
Lily Evans' son.
Yeah, yeah.
So I respect that. I can't knock the hustle. I respect it.
Did the environment of Hogwarts make Snape a better or a worse person?
The environment of Hogwarts.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't know what he would have been if he was sticking around at the crib because he had problems over there. I keep telling y'all, Harry, y'all they lucky Harry was a wizard. Them Dursley boy, they would have been on the front page of the where did they, I forgot where they live. Whinging, Little Whinging.
Yeah.
They would
Mhm.
have been on the front page
Privet
of
Drive.
Little Whinging Massacre, boy. And so I think I don't think necessarily Hogwarts can. I mean, anybody's schooling or where they spend a lot of time is going to contribute to who they are. I think with Snape, the issue really was that he didn't really fit in at home, and when he went to school, he was a little bit strange. But where he fit in wasn't necessarily the best place. He
Mhm.
fit in with the weirdo, like
Yeah.
Lily says to him, "You hang out with people who basically all are death, like trying
Yeah.
to be Death Eaters."
Yeah.
And I think part of that, this is goes to any young kid. That's why we, as a society, should be paying attention to young kids. Snape was in a vulnerable place when he got to school, and he spent a lot of time in and around people who had aspirations to do dark stuff,
Mhm.
and that is what that kind of embraced Snape as a student. Um, so that was probably one of the first things that embraced him.
Mhm. Mhm.
So I think that while it's true to say that any environment is going to affect you, but if negatively, I don't know if I would say negatively. I mean,
Mhm.
ultimately, Snape is net positive. He does a good thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know how, and it's through his experiences that brought him to do those good things. So
Mhm.
I wouldn't say that it negatively affected him.
Harry Mania has started in the series heavily in regards to Hogwarts. He can barely walk the hallways, without people whispering or stopping him or something like that. The adjustment, the natural adjustment to the magical world was a lot just in general. But
Hmm.
now you put this boy in this space, they everybody and their mama is just trying to hang out with him and be his friend. And now he gets, put in the to Gryffindor. I think overwhelmed is an understatement, for this chapter. Um, you see him walking the halls, and we get also our first introduction to Argus Filch,
Hmm.
the caretaker. Grumpy, strict, you
Yeah.
know, loves to enforce the rules. Um, you know, a true foe to the Weasley twins.
Filch on it. Filch petty wop too. Like, bruh, come on, man.
doing way too much.
He just got a lot to be the caretaker. It's like he care a little too much. Like he does.
Hey, some
He
people live through their job, man, and we know this. We've seen these people that, the extra aggressive bouncer at the
I'm
club, the
I'm saying
overzealous librarian
they can
who's
do magic. Like what exactly is Filch taking care of? I feel like he got that job on some like, oh, you a squid. Hey, listen, man, you could hang out. You know what Filch remind me of?
you need a Filch though.
I don't I'm not saying you don't need Filch, and he definitely brings character to the
Yeah.
to the castle and all of
Mhm.
that. But he just be going a little too. I mean, I get it. Like kids could be crazy, and you need somebody there to like chase them around. Like, yo, don't be letting off stink bombs. And I get that.
Exactly.
But Filch like takes pleasure in catching them.
Yeah.
Like he like, boy, I want to.
I'm waiting all
Back
summer
in the
for
day,
this
they
one.
used to let me string you up by your thumbs and tickle your feet or something. He's a sick one. Like he's a little sicko. Like, come on, like Filch, bruh. Go with that cat and chill out by the lake and just relax. Like you collecting these galleons, bruh. You ain't
He
got to
ain't
trip
trying to
out.
hear that.
Yeah,
He ain't trying to get replaced.
he really be on it though. Like he got Mrs. Norris roaming the castle. Like his AI watchdog. Let me know if something
Exactly
going on.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, all right, Filch, like you could chill out. Go get you a pipe and chill out by the lake and just relax. But nah, Filch be on it.
Is the glorified hall attendant, making sure everything flows seamlessly. And I'm sure Albus appreciated Filch for all of his, efforts to make sure that the transition from class to class went as smoothly as possible.
I get it.
I bet you somebody would have popped off and nearly died, which actually somebody nearly did. But
I get why Filch is around. I'm saying he ain't. Yeah, you. Every now and then you bump into somebody's like you don't have to do your job that good. Like how much are they paying Filch for him to be this good at his job? Like
the free housing is a
that's what I'm saying. Like, what is he going to do with the money anyway?
He's stacking the ships.
That's what I'm.
He is squib. He can't just.
Well, in the movie, he had the same coat on every. Now, if he was Fly, if Filch was Fly, and he like, listen, y'all not about to mess up this money. I need to get Fly every day. I come in. Then I would be like, all right, he doing something with the money, but what is he this good at his job for?
Who do you think would be a good Filch, an actor?
A good Filch?
Yeah,
I think
I can give you a couple, but go ahead. Give me.
I think they got the right actor the first time.
Yeah.
Old boy who played
Tarly's not Tarly's,
no, he played Walder Frey. Walder Frey and Argus Filch are the same guy.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Same guy. I said that was a perfect casting right there.
Yeah. Can't go wrong.
Yeah, Filch. I mean, he was Filch first, but
yeah,
Filch is just a curmudgeon-y old man who ain't got nothing better to do but to run around chasing behind these little magical kids, getting on them MPs. He's dedicated to it. Like I'm not gonna knock it. Filch is a true caretaker of the Hogwarts castle. I can't knock that, but he don't got to be that good. That's all I'm saying. That's what I would say to him. If I was in the hall and Filch came up to me, I'm a little late to class. Filch, you ain't. Why are you trying to be the caretaker of the year? Like you won. You've been here for 40 years. You got the job. Your job security is on a zillion. Like sliders 999, bro. You're good. You don't got to be chasing me around this.
And he wants to keep it as such.
Yeah. I want to slide off into one of these broom closets with a 7th year. You out here walking around. You missing. I'm kicking the cat. I'm telling you that right now.
She catching the string.
I'm definitely kicking the cat. I promise you that. I shouldn't say that. It was people be.
Boy, the best part of my subscribers. They about to be in them comments on your neck, boy.
Boy, they still on Mike Vick heels. Yeah, we got to edit that out. I would throw a kick at the cat. I might not actually connect on the cat. Well, I could do magic. The cat's
you
not
boot him and then heal him.
The cat's definitely not following me around. I'm gonna buzz the cat or something, give it a haircut or something. But man, that's OD. The cat just following you around? Nah.
Yeah. I think of because Filch is definitely a character in the book, in the movies. He's not in every single scene, obviously.
Yeah.
But I think he has value to every single scene that he's in. Filch is there. He's normally like a lingerer. Like he is there.
He creeping.
He's a part of something.
Ain't he creeping with the librarian too? What's the librarian name?
I think he is doing something strange for a little piece of change.
They said him in what's
her name?
Is it Madam Pence?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
I gotta fact. So y'all fact check me in the chat.
Yeah.
I think that's probably why he on everybody heels. When he want to slide off, he got to
break north.
Yeah. Yeah. The cat is the lookout. I know what's going on, Filch.
Yeah. I think of actors that are I need somebody eccentric. I need somebody um, high volume. Don't need a lot of time to put up a lot of buckets. So I think of people like, and these are over the top ones, but I think of somebody like, for example, like a Bernie Mac.
Bernie Mac as Filch.
I think Bernie Mac
too cool.
But you talk about the threads and Bernie would be that guy. He would want the threads. He would want the swag. Y'all ain't gonna mess with Bernie money.
I could see
like if he had that stance,
that would be a good. It's not how he was written, but that would be a good change.
Exactly.
Let me tell you something, you little wizards.
Exactly.
Y'all not about to mess up this check. I swear to God, you're not gonna mess up this check. On God, you're not gonna mess up this check.
Yeah, I thought about that one. I was like, I think Bernie would have been the perfect one if he had a different curve to him. Another one I thought of was Marlon Wayans. I thought Marlon
Wayans.
He could have done an eccentric version of it too.
Yeah, I mean, at the hood Hogwarts.
Oh yeah,
yes, Bernie Mac could be filled.
It's just the perfect.
Let me tell you something. Yeah, no.
Yeah, definitely.
But how it was written, too much animation in Bernie. Too much. Bernie too cool though. Like Bernie gonna see you slide into the broom closet with the shorty, like
he may pull the mop the other way and walk away.
Bernie ain't gonna say nothing. He ain't gonna rat you out.
Boy, just be yourself.
Yep. He ain't doing nothing that.
Oh man. So we get a glimpse into, and I think this is our first time that we get a real glimpse into a standard day at Hogwarts. Harry has the class of Professor Binns, the ghost who teaches history and magic, which will, frequently visit him here and there. The fan favorite class was Defense Against the Dark Arts with Quirrell. But it is noted that many considered the class with Quirrell as a joke. The lesson was weak. The room smelled of garlic. And when asked about the turban and why it smelled so, hint, hint, breadcrumb. He started folding like a lawn chair, trying to change the subject.
Well, Quirrell is playing everybody. That's a thing to remember about Quirrell, is that he plays, as he says, poor stuttering Professor Quirrell, but he's playing a role.
Yeah,
he's actually very adept at misleading people. Now, that could be because of what he got going on under the turban, or that could be just his that was their play. Like, ain't nobody gonna be worried about me if I'm this weak, meek kind of character. Meanwhile, he trying to bust all types of dark moves in the background. I think that one thing about Quirrell that's interesting that I thought about as we were covering this particular book is Voldemort was the one who put the curse on the Defense Against the Dark Arts job at Hogwarts. So Quirrell may know already that he doesn't need to be very good because it's a one-off anyway.
Yeah.
Now, does he expect to kick off at the end of it? I doubt it. But Voldemort might have let slip, like, "Hey, dog, you ain't got to do it that good. You're not coming back." Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think that was like something that, again, in a you pick up on these things, and as you read and reread and reread, it's like, Quirrell might have been the only one to know, like, this is a one-off.
Yeah.
I mean, I think other people catch on to the fact that it's cursed. Like, they definitely know it, and it ends up being a one-off thing. Yeah. But I think Quirrell can get it directly from the source. Hey, dog, you ain't
got no tenure, bro.
Yeah, you're not. We're not coming back. I don't care what happens, Sorcerer's Stone or not.
401k, bro.
It's not. It's cursed. I put that whammy on this joint. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a one-off. So.
Yeah, there is a funny line, a couple lines I really liked in this one. This one I wanted to quote. Harry is walking into Snape's class, and it sets the tone for everything. These next two lines, two passages. The first one is, at the start of the term banquet, Harry had gotten the idea that Professor Snape disliked him. By the end of the first potion lesson, he knew he'd been wrong. Snape didn't dislike Harry; he hated him, and that just set the tone on what type of time it was on.
Well, he does. I
Yeah.
mean, there's nothing in this chapter that um doesn't support that thought.
Mhm, mhm.
Snape is definitely. It's not like Snape's picking on everybody. Snape is definitely
Yeah. Angle.
targeting Harry.
Yeah.
He literally takes a point away from Harry. He takes a point away from Harry because Harry gets smart because like he's asking him all these questions that Harry don't know, but Hermione's jumping on around. And Harry's like, "Why don't you ask Hermione? Like she." So he takes a point from him for cheek, and then at later on in the chapter, Neville and Seamus' potion get messed up, and Snape looks at Harry and goes, "Oh, you thought if you let them mess up that
You was
you
safe.
was gonna look good?"
You was safe.
Another point from Gryffindor, and it's like, wait, hold on, bro. You, what's going on?
Yeah.
See, now this is a different culturally.
Mhm.
Me, I'm talking to Snape first lesson. Hey, dog, what you got going on?
Uh-huh.
Like you,
We're not moving like that.
I don't know what I did to offend you, but let me know. Is it this whole Dark Lord thing? Because I'm just figuring that out myself. What is it that I've done that you got your panties in a bunch about? Because I got to know.
Mhm.
Like I'm addressing it right off the rip because
Yeah.
it's so clearly like over the top.
Mhm. Mhm.
I'm saying something.
Yeah.
Or at least one of the things that's a little bit mind-boggling about this is Harry doesn't even really dig to find out what Snape's got against him. They go to tea with Hagrid, and he kind of mentions it and notices that Hagrid kind of is a little bit deceptive about how he responds to what Harry is saying has happened to him with Snape.
Mhm.
But Harry don't do a whole lot of digging
Yeah.
initially because I mean it would just throw me off. First of all, it's such a juxtaposition of the love that Harry's getting for being Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Not that it's getting to his head, but like, hold up. I found out I did something when I was a baby that everybody was with, and they all it's made me famous. And now this person just he's just throwing shade for what?
Popping that bubble.
Yeah, what's going on? I gotta look into this. I gotta know what's going on. At least I'm asking. I'm asking Ron. I'm asking Hermione. Like, wait, why you think?
Background check.
Yeah, why you think Snape don't like me? Because I don't. You know what I'm saying? So, nah, for sure that I would have. If I'm Harry, I'm definitely asking, and I'm definitely addressing it. But Harry's 11,
Yeah.
so I get it.
Snape delivers one of my favorite passages of the book, displaying his range. He says, "As there is foolish wand waving here, many of you will hardly believe this is magic. I don't expect you to really understand the beauty of the softly simmering cauldron with its shimmering fumes, the delicate power of liquids that creep through the human veins, bewitching the mind, ensnaring the senses. I can teach you how to bottle fame, blue glory, and even stop her death if you aren't as big as a bunch of thunderheads as I usually have to teach." That is a cold line.
He had to put
Bottle
that little
fame.
he had to put that little stank on it at the end.
Brew glory. That's
Yeah.
a cold. That's a cold line.
Snape,
That's a cold line.
Snape had bars. Snape,
That's fire.
Snape had bars. I mean,
I'm locked in. Somebody tell me they can brew glory. I'm hooked.
I could put a stopper in death. That's a bar. Snape had bars. Snape was in that dungeon like, I'm gonna kill him with this. Like,
Oh, he did. I was hooked.
I think Snape is one of the interesting things about potions in general is I feel like why wouldn't muggles be able to make potions? So it's interesting to me when I see or when I think about potions like I mean, there's a whole thing in the second book about Filch being a squib. Like, why wouldn't he become a potions master? I don't know. I mean, I guess you would have to do some spells in order to affect potions, but I think one of the things about potions that Snape is kind of telling them is this is a different discipline.
Mhm.
And the fact that like it's a different discipline that not everyone can master. And Hermione kind of alludes to this later on in um later on, when they're going to reach the sorcerer's stone, there's a logic puzzle,
Mhm.
and she's like, "Oh, this isn't magic. This is logic."
Mhm.
And Harry and Ron are looking at it. She's like, "Well, you guys don't get it because wizards can do magic. They suck at logic because they so many of their problems can be solved with a snap of a finger.
Mhm.
Having the problem solve using some type of rhyme or reason or in logic,
Mhm.
a lot of wizards struggle with. That's why this is a task." And I think uh Snape is saying the same thing about potions. It's like you're not going to just wave your wand here, and there's an art form to what
Mhm.
we're doing here,
Mhm.
and a lot of wizards can't get it.
Mhm.
Even though for us, it's like cooking. Like I'm about to cook something up and just follow the instructions. But then later on in Half Blood Prince, you see that there are like secondary instructions and things that can be added to the process of making a potion that make it better. So
Mhm.
I think that's what Snape is kind of trying to tell the students in the first place. He's doing it in a little bit of a um he's telling them this in a like super snobby way. Like
Mhm.
he's not like breaking it down for them like, "Hey, look, let me explain. Let me break it all down to you. This is what's going on." He's telling them like, "You dummies, you
Mhm.
can't you can't pay attention. Most of y'all can't get this.
Mhm.
But there's a lot to
You,
learn here,
you,
right?"
you can't fake this.
Yeah.
This is
Coincidentally, when Snape becomes the Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher, Hermione remembers what he says. Um, he has a similar kind of introduction to his form of teaching Defense Against the Dark Arts, and Hermione remembers what he says, and Harry's like disgusted because he obviously at that point doesn't like Snape, and he's like,
Mhm.
he you listen to him talk about the dark arts, he loves it. And Hermione like tells Harry, she's like, "Well, I think he sounded like you when you were talking about it when you were teaching us in year 5 about the defense against the dark arts."
That hurt his little
And
feelings.
what it was Harry was so caught off guard that he was so caught off guard that Hermione considered his words rememberable, just like any other teacher, that he didn't say anything.
Mhm.
But her point is that um, Snape is very passionate about passing the information that he has on to his students. And Harry, likewise, was very passionate about explaining to his classmates like the defense against the dark arts is not just waving your wand.
Mhm.
It's like it's courage. It's really like holding yourself
Mhm.
together mentally to prepare yourself for what's coming at you and how to respond and all of that.
Mhm.
So I think Snape and Harry are similar in that way.
Mhm.
And plus, like I said, Snape is very talented. Like if Michael Jordan's gonna be your basketball coach, you just listen to what he got to say. Like
Mhm. Yeah.
he did it. There's nothing you can tell him. Like,
Yeah.
all right, I got to dribble this way. I got to dribble this way. Like
Yeah.
that's just what it is. What it is.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yep. So we continue with the passage in the book, and uh Snape delivers another nugget in bar, um, which is a classic one that has been discussed plenty of times. What would I get if I added powdered root of asphodel into infusion of wormwood? And of course, Harry is confused, like powdered root of what? And then,
Yeah.
I don't know, sir. And uh, Snape says, Snape's lips curled to a sneer, and he said, "This gangster, tut tut. Fame clearly isn't everything."
Oh yeah. Snape. Snape definitely in his bag on
I'm a
this.
believer.
Snape.
I'm a believer.
I mean, there's another scene. There's another part of the book where Snape is complaining to Dumbledore about Harry's like arrogant, this, that, just like his father. And obviously, Harry's nothing like that.
Mhm.
But Snape already got it in his head that this is James Potter reincarnated.
Yeah.
And while I got the power, you about to get this work.
Uh-huh.
That's where Snape coming with
Ain't
it.
nothing sliding up in here.
Snape shooting straight from the hip, bruh. You not about to do what James did.
Your daddy got that
Mm-mm,
off. But
mm-mm,
you, sir, are
mm-mm.
not.
Took my girl and everything. Nah,
No,
bruh.
not at all.
This is like the magical version of baby mama drama. Like That's what this is. This is the magical version of baby mama drama. That's what Harry's catching from Snape right now. It's like, hold on, you had a problem with my pops and you like my mom's, and now you treat me like
What I do?
I got should get a clean slate.
No, sir. You know, that segment was actually a subtle symbolic message about Lily. He was discussing the Victorian flower language, and asphodel is a type of lily, which symbolizes regret. Um, and wormwood means absence and bitter sorrow. Combined, the phrase could mean I bitterly regret Lily's death.
Yeah, I read that once.
That's fire.
Yeah, it is. Pretty dope. Pretty dope for sure.
That is a super breadcrumb that you find out long down the line. After class, they finally get to meet Hagrid. And those meetings would become one of the highlights of the years at Hogwarts for the trio. I mean, they were constantly going down to Hogwarts, and that was where I felt like a lot of their, outside of that near the fire, was where a lot of their best brainstorming.
Oh yeah,
used to happen.
Hagrid is a must go to.
Yeah.
I think it gives the trio like a kind of brainstorming area that's private away from the rest of the student population at Hogwarts.
Where is it?
What?
Where is it? So I'm going to give you credit.
What?
I think you're right. I think this is the MI6 ant theory. I'm a believer.
Yeah.
I have been converted.
Yeah.
I think that space has been created or curated for them to come down there, Hagrid to soak in this knowledge in this game, and go run it up to Dumbledore. I think this is
I think
this is a space. This is the hub of activity.
Hagrid is definitely in on the MI6 play.
100%.
Like again, the MI6 play is just about influence, right?
Mm-hmm.
We know how loyal Hagrid is to Dumbledore.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like that much has been at this point been established. He let Vernon know.
It's how
I'll go to Azkaban if you keep playing with me. Talking about Albus in front of me.
Yeah.
I'm just letting you know.
Gladly do that time.
Make it now. You choose wisely. But I think that Hagrid is in play as an influencer of Harry and his close knit friends. Definitely. And it's natural too, because I think Hagrid would be, even if Harry was just a normal kid.
Yeah.
That Hagrid had a relationship with Lily and James. That Hagrid would be he's beloved by almost all Hogwarts students. So I think that it's very natural, and Harry wouldn't suspect that Dumbledore is putting him up to it. But I think I'm pretty sure that, I'm as far as the Molly and my Hagrid is the Hogwarts Molly.
Yeah,
he's gonna be in and around. He's gonna be able to talk to them. He let slip information to them. There's a lot of reasons to believe that Hagrid is in the loop on the MI6 play.
That is unbeknownstly to them their headquarters, and it is bugged. It is a bugged headquarters.
Yeah,
for sure. I am a believer for sure. To end the chapter, they discuss the break-in at Gringotts. And this is when Harry started putting together everything, as the break happened the day he came there. Do you think Harry Potter's a whodunit?
A whodunit?
Yeah.
No. Like the whole story?
Like, do you think like certain parts of it, like it's kind of like a whodunit, like a mystery? Quite not like Sherlock Holmes, but some elements of it. Do you get little whodunit feel?
I don't know if it's a mystery. The mystery would be who tried to kill Harry when he was a baby, which we already know.
Well, that's
the jump. That's the jumping off point. I do think she brings some mysterious elements into it, like the prophecy and some of the other Priori Incantatum. There
Mhm.
are mysterious elements that aren't
Mhm.
quite explained.
Mhm.
The wand lore, the Deathly Hallows are definitely mysterious. But as an overall story, no, I don't think it's mysterious. I think these are just plot points that relate to the story. The
Mhm.
mysterious part of them is that Harry or the answer isn't already given to us,
Mhm.
which was what constitutes a mystery. But I don't think they're mysterious as a point of driving the plot forward, or
Mhm.
they're like in a mystery, it's like every move is made towards trying to figure out the mystery. I think the things that are mysterious within the Harry Potter story are just part of the journey of discovery for Harry. Like the Deathly Hallows are mysterious.
Mhm.
Harry has to learn and decipher what the Deathly Hallows are and why they're important and why Dumbledore wanted him to know about them.
Mhm.
That's a mystery, but it's all in relation to Harry's ultimate quest of defeating Voldemort. So I wouldn't say it was a mystery.
I think obviously when you had mentioned that the Voldemort part is known, obviously we understand the how it happened, how
Mhm.
Harry got the scar. But I think the part that's interesting is the why. And I think that's something and then how you're going about once you do get that information. We're
Mhm.
peeling back those layers and it's a constant, uh, reforming of that. I think there are some glimpses of it. I think it's got some potential who done it mystery traits, albeit not a traditional one. But I think there's some elements of it. Um, okay, who do you think won the chapter?
This chapter, Snape. Snape been waiting a long time to get this working.
He been practicing them lines in front of that mirror for a
I could see
grip.
Snape in the dungeon talking about, "I'm gonna hit him.
Hit him with
I'm
the
gonna
ooh
kill him tomorrow. I'm gonna kill him tomorrow."
He did.
I think Snape won this chapter because he got a little sting back on James.
Mhm.
Even in some post death sting back. Get back on James and Sirius and all those who loved Harry,
Mhm.
because ain't no way this man been holding this for 20 years. Ready.
Mhm.
Oh, if Harry Potter ever come in my classroom,
I
this is what
wish
I'm
you
gonna. I mean, he knows he's gonna come in his classroom. Like
yeah.
Snape is thinking about this year one working at Hogwarts. Like, whoo, a decade from now,
Exactly.
I'm gonna get him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get him.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Snape won this one for sure.
Yeah. 100%. I'm with it. I'm definitely a Snape fan.
Oh,
You know,
Snape. I'm a big Snape fan.
yeah. Stopper death, brew glory.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
gangster bars.
I'm a big Snape fan.
He has so many clever one-liners in this one. Like he's just an amazing character, like you said. So yeah. All right. Snape character of this one. We will see you guys soon. Chapter 9 on the way. Have a good one.
I'll let y'all.
Like, subscribe, share.
Definitely.